ifyo ninchiba nomba
boy apapende kabio basende abakashibobe muye kuchipatala baye babapime wamona nga basanga tabakwete HIV netulerandapo kuti babachingirira
boy. Anyway, if you're fishing kawalanda ndeka mbeba bakashibandi
boy efya kuchita nga uli ombi
naye nanara mkonga
kudu ishwa chita bwino boy efya kuchita fe maufu sanga baome boy kosafi
Bameri
mkwai
baboaz
emkwai ba doctor
kwena natu bapima bakashubyeno
emkwai ba doctor
Bameri
mkwai
nimikwatira good news
awe nde umfa mkwai
twasanga okutira tamukwe kyakashishika HIV
iye ifyo fini awo mwachita bwino lesa wanje awe natotera
lero twachipima fibiringa fyafini nachimyeba twachipima nakaswende
emkwai ba doctor
ama results ya syphilis yena yafuma positive ikirebulo okutira namukwata akaswende
mwelesa mwamuna fyo mwandeterera baboaska nati mwamona bantu kulina uli aumbi uli omwana kasho mwanje berepo mwamona ka
meri mukashuwa
awo mwanji
sorry najira ndaine mwamona
awe mwali chitafye bwino okulanda bantu ngata mwatuwebere ngata tubapimine balya abatemwikwa benu ero naimwe bene bameri ngata tumipimine muleufwa
awo mwanji nimwelesa katuwishife
bameri ninshuba okutila namufulwa lero mwisakamana pantu akaswende kali kwata omuti nokupola kalapola fe bwino bwino fye ekikankala twamisangana ku bwangu
kanshi kwali banokupola
kuko nkafye omuti bamipeera muleufwa
awe twala kitebe ofine ba doctor
nomba ba doctor tinakwata shani akashishika HIV abakashibandi bena tabakwete
so imwe baboas mwemine pakunja mkusho kuno ulwele tefyo
awe tefyo ndandire naine ninte mukwe batita ukwete HIV nde ipushafye
lekeni milondolwele baboas ababa kashubenu bali
prep efinjifyo
PrEP muti ubombo okupwisha amaka yatushishu twa HIV epo tatula salangana mu mubiri muleumfa baboas abakashibenu bali chingirwa kashishika HIV pantu balani omuti uwakubachingirira kuli HIV uyu wine tuitati PrEP
kanshkwali banefyo
elo shino nshiku nakuise yakula sapamye eshibiri
nomba iwe meri kanshi warenu wino omuti ukwagula kunjeba
baboasi nali myebere nambata mwaposele kofi amana
bengi abakwanisha okwikala mu chupu ekyakwata omuntu ukwete HIV n'oshikwete mulefa baboasi baboasi mwisakamana obumi bwenu bwalaba fye bwino nga mwakonkanyako okuno omuti wa HIV nangula ntire ama ARVs kilabushiku mulefa Bameri
mkwai
baboas
emkwai ba doctor
kwena natu bapima abakashubyeno
emkwai ba doctor
Bameri
mkwai
nimikwatira good news
awe nde umfa mkwai
twasanga okutira tamukwe kyakashishika HIV
iye ifyo fini awo mwachita bwino lesa wanje awe natotera
lero twachipima fibiringa fyafini nachimyeba twachipima nakaswende
emkwai ba doctor
ama results ya syphilis yena yafuma positive ikirebulo okutira namukwata akaswende
mwelesa mwamuna fyo mwandeterera baboaska nati mwamona bantu kulina uli aumbi uli omwana kasho mwanje berepo mwamona ka
meri mukashuwa
awo mwanji
sorry najira ndaine mwamona
awe mwali chitafye bwino okulanda bantu ngata mwatuwebere ngata tubapimine balya abatemwikwa benu ero naimwe bene bameri ngata tumipimine muleufwa
awo mwanji nimwelesa katuwishife
bameri ninshuba okutila namufulwa lero mwisakamana pantu akaswende kali kwata omuti nokupola kalapola fe bwino bwino fye ekikankala twamisangana ku bwangu
kanshi kwali banokupola
kuko nkafye omuti bamipeera muleufwa
awe twala kitebe ofine ba doctor
nomba ba doctor tinakwata shani akashishika HIV abakashi bandi bena tabakwete.
Oho, so imwe ba boss mwaiminefe pakunja mkusha kunongwere tefyo.
Awe tefyo ndandire. Tefyo ndandire na ninte mokwe batita ukwete HIV nde ipushafi.
Lekeni milondolole ba boss. Ababa kashubenu bali prep.
Prep wefinjifyo.
PrEP muti ubombo kupwisha maka ya tushishu twa HIV epo tatula salangana mu mubiri mule mfaba boss. Abakashibenu bali chingirwa kashishika HIV pantu bala no muti uwa kubachingirira kuri HIV uyu wine tuitati PrEP.
Kanshkwari banefyo.
Elo shino shiku na kuise yakula sapamye shibiri.
Nombaiwe meri kanshi. Warenu omuti wino omuti ukwabula kunjeba.
Baboasi nali myebere nambata mwaposere kofi amani.
Bengi abakwanisha okwikala mu chupo ekyakwata omuntu ukwete HIV no ushikwete muleva baboasi. Baboasi mwisakamana obumi bwenu bwala abafye bwino nga mwakonkanya apoku n'omuti wa HIV nangula ntire ama ARVs kila bushiku mulemva.
Nde umva ba doctor twatotera mukwaye.
Okupima akashishika HIV kula chitwa munshile sharp sana kairi mufipatale filifyonse efyo mwinga yako. Okupimisha nokwishibanga na mkwata nangula iyo kulafuirisha okuchingirira ko bambi okanambula akashishika HIV. Ilo bambi kushakuba bomfi babumi bapeni fishinka efyo balekabila. Eche chika mwafuirisha nokwafuirisha ko bambi okuchinchintira akashishika HIV.
HIV no ushikwete muleva baboasi. Baboasi mwisakamana obumi bwenu bwala abafye bwino nga mwakonkanya apoku n'omuti wa HIV nangula ntire ama ARVs kila bushiku mulemva.
Nde umva ba doctor twatotera mukwaye.
Okupima akashishika HIV kula chitwa munshile sharp sana kairi mufipatale filifyonse efyo mwinga yako. Okupimisha nokwishibanga na mkwata nangula iyo kulafuirisha okuchingirira ko bambi okanambula akashishika HIV. Ilo bambi kushakuba bomfi babumi bapeni fishinka efyo balekabila. Eche chika mwafuirisha nokwafuirisha ko bambi okuchinchintira akashishika HIV.
Mwapoleni nimwebe nendera ndako pala minene tesubiramu alishiba okutira HIV eko yaba nga chakutira temwakwate nishali mikuma teifyo fini icho ndi pano pakumibukishako pa fintu fimo efyo mungachita pakukanambula akashishika HIV ichakubalirapo talukeni kubulalelale ile sheni ukuyibimba mubulalelale lyonse kabiri ndebwekisha lyonse ichingilireni nokuchingilira abatemu kwa benu ukupitira mukubomfya bwino akampira kabiri bomfyeni bwino akampira lyonse mule ibimbamu ichi chikankala sana mukuchingilira akashishika HIV kabiri mule pimisha ukwishiba efyo muli nokuchilisha nga mulakumana ukwabula ukwichingilira pakushininkisha ukutira tamukwete akashishika HIV nga chakutira muli pamuti uli wonse wakuchinchintira akashishika HIV chikankala ukunwa nokukonka efyo bamyebere kuchipatala pakutira winga bomba bwino kabiri mukufikako akuyishibila kwefingi pafya mwinga ichingirira nangula okunda kwa kukashishika HIV kabiyeni pachipatala mupepi na imwe kabiri konkanyeni po ukufutika kunsaka ya bumi kuno kumulabasa
insaka ya bumi ubumi busuma nemikalile isuma abamiletera kweyimbila kabungwe ka Population Media Center Zambia okubombera pamone chipani cha bumi.
Ubumi obusuma obwakwana chifyashi ebumi obusuma obwa mwana Bana maya abali pabukulu mulekoseleshwa okuya ku chipatala mu milungu 12 pa kwimita pakukwata obumi busuma n'omwana banshita na maya ali pabukulu bashi bantu mulekoseleshwa okutungirira na mayo n'okubashindika ku chipimo lyonse ilo balingira okuya chikankala sana kabiri ukukonganyapo okuya ku chipatala pano maya akupapa pakushininkisha okutila umwana atungwe enyere chishikabirwa mu myeshi 24 ukufuma epo afyalirwa konkanya nipo okuya ku chipatala pamiku 8 limono okuchilapo ilo muli pabukulu kabiri ibukisha nyukonsha omwana okwabula okumupera ifi akulya efiri fyonse pamyenshi mutanda 6 pakutila enganongela mu bunonshi bwebere ero n'okukwata obumi obusuma nga mulefu ayo kwishibira pwefingi pakuisunga ilo muli pabukulu na panuma ilo na pabumi ubusuma obwa mwana wenu kabiyeni pachipatala mupepi neko muli lero lini kabiri konkanyeni po kutsika kunsaka yabumi pali uno mulabasa
iseni musambiri leto miletela insaka yabumi
insaka yabumi ubumi busuma nemikalile isuma abamiletera kweyimbira kabungwe ka Population Media Center Zambia okubombera pamone chipani cha bumi.
It's a very good morning, our dear listeners, and everybody tuned in to Kokoliko FM 94.9, the information hub of the Copper Belt. It is a Thursday morning. Mwalishi Balionse pa Thursday. We bring your favorite program, Insaka Yabumi, a program brought to you by Population Media Center together with Ministry of Health Zambia. And of course, we are also live on iWorld FM 90.1. You can also get to follow the program there. And of course, today we are looking at the prevention, elimination of mother to child transmission. Mwalishi Balionse pansa kayabumi inene Beverly Tetin kwacho kulanda neka. And of course, I'm privileged to host Mrs. Annie Nambela, the nursing officer for MCH. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, thank you listeners.
Alright, tabalina beka ba Annie Nambela mkwai palina ba Siluyele Chaila ba senior clinical care officer Mchingola. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning and good morning listeners.
Mkwaiba kumfafila fine na mwadishi ba mupansa kayabumi mlesa mkwata moluvadi nokutuma pa namba ya 0965787210 na imwishta yenu yalaisa afikanga mwalaisa mkwata mepushunga mwalaisa mkwate fya kulundapo mwalaisa mkwate moluvadi na imwe mli programa itule kwata Pano Pamlavasa Kokoliko Mpwai. And going straight into the program, could you explain what is meant by PMTC?
Thank you very much. So, ngatwalanda PMTCT ama abbreviations nanguma letters ale prigula msungwa prevention of mother to child transmission of HIV. So ni program iyo lekesha pafyo twinga fuilisha especially bana mayo awabali na mafumo abali na HIV positive ukana msho umwana oli mu lufumo so twanda kiro ali mu lufumo bakupapa na ngula idio apa aleo nkamkwai. So ni program
iyo lekesho fetunga chingina na mayo ukwete kashishi ukanambukisha omwana mwifumo pakupapa kabiri ilio baleo mushamukwaye.
Just maybe in English for those who cannot understand Bemba. So we are saying that actually PMTCT, these are just abbreviations, which is prevention of mother to child and transmission of HIV. It's a very important program so that the mother who is HIV positive, that they are unable to transmit the virus to an unborn child. So they can transmit the child in the uterus before the child is born, and also during delivery they can transmit the virus, and also during breastfeeding. So there are drugs which are given so that this child is safe, so this child is born without HIV. So this is a good program to those mothers who are HIV positive, so that they don't transmit the virus to the unborn child.
Mkwai kubwekela kufye kunuma mkwai kudi badalimbi abatabeshibe bushe prep nishi.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. PrEP, these are also abbreviations. So the prevention, it is just saying pre-exposure prophylaxis. So what it means that before people are exposed, they are given some drugs that they take, they will be unable to contract the virus. And this is very good program as well, especially for the pregnant women, because you know that when they are pregnant, don't know that there are some men, they don't, maybe they'll go out and then they come back and and so forth. So if this mother is actually on the PrEP, that is those who are HIV negative. If they have been tested HIV negative, then they can access actually this PrEP, the advice that we give, so that we prevent this mother who's negative, so that they don't contract the virus. So that is about PrEP. These are just a prevention. P is for pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Mkwai bakumfoe suli mbelo mwa isula fyo mlabasa wenu mkwai tuli pa programa iyo insaka ya bumi. Iyi programa iletwa na ba Population Media Center together with the Ministry of Health mkwai. Moving on with bushe bukankala nshibwaba mli PMTC. Bukankala nshibwaba mkwai.
Ngafe twachilondola mkwai PMTC twachini program. So ukankala wa muri program yako ibati tulachingirira umwana ukalambula kashishi kufuma kuli banyina kuya kumwana ngafe twachachire baline efumo pakupapa kabiri nedo bale onsha. So ukankala bwabamu olo pakuchingirira ngafe twachilanda kano fe banyina bayishi ba status nangu banyina bapimwa kashishi ka HIV. So chakubalirapo kuba londolwera okuti natukwata iyi service ya kupimwa. Number 2 tufireto abashita test. Ngabashita test obenga stafe qualify muri program. Nangolo benga feel sure muri program nilo bashi ba status yabo. So kuli abali na kashishika HIV tuleti ngabapimisha then tuabika pa ARVs. ARVs ngawambo okunwa then nabalenwa insteyalinga no kukonkofo tulera anshanya. Then mukasanga okuti kala kashishi mubiri kashitenshi kachepana ila kachepana umwani shitenshi teti ambule weza mwifumo pakupapa na ngula pakumonsha mkwai. Then chimbi nacho tulapima na bana mayo bala bali negative na obene na wakwata olubali na bali wakwata olubali yabali negative tekoba kinumba tuchaba fa chawo nendi negative na obene bali very eba basana critical kali banishi bali negative pandupo bengambira akashishi tukasanga kuti tetibeshibe then ma viruses yala fula sana mu research that ama chances akatumwa na ambule pali ile instala ba very high. So chama naona mayo uri negative making sure that ila negative waisunga so ala isunga shani na PrEP yala bwela kuli bala ko bachafuta mwalansha na umasanga tina kwa tama risks ako tuba ambule ku yakuntanshi dimbi ofo abe ne lifestyle babamo nango abena mwabo awo kwa chabe perefumo chama na woto bashita pali PrEP na umusango wakushita prevent PMTCT ukanambula kashishi kumakuli banyina ukuya kumwana okufuma kuli banyina okuya kumwana. Then of recent actually natumulana we have seen if into nafichinja balaba bali pamu kyakale mulisanga tabali ambusha abana bali kula febuni but balaba bali negative abo twapimire initially bali negative obo twesanga ati in the process bashitati otwanda mutsungu ati sino convert nangu bakwata baba positive so ebali ambusha sana n'abana so PMTCT is looking at both balaba bali negative n'abali positive mukwaye. Then chimbi chikankala cha PMTCT nga mwairolekesha sana tulanda sana pali partner involvement abena mwabo kuli abali mufyupo kuli abakwete fe partners tulefwa nabo partner na wafira ishwa status yakwe because bali babidi hapa plus no mwana uyoli mumala baba batatu so na partner chikankala sana na utatumushamu mu PMTCT program tweto ishwa status yabo pakti balendela pamo because ngabashira chapa mukasanga chitatu wafuirishako ngabali negative to maintain that negative result ngabali positive bala isunga shana because wasa tuba positive but masanga ndi munako tsana ma virus ezayengi umbita kwete so bala yapana shana chapa mpakti tabambukishenye kabidulo mwana tambwire mukati mundia. PMTCT also is looking at monitoring teko bapima fye nokubapela omuti achiyo lumbaka biena tufino mbato ambokula bashita monitor twalaenda na bushani pali ijane twayamba whether ya positive or ya negative pakutu mwana bakwete tambwira kashishika HIV so kula benchita tulabeba kila nchitokulaisa abali positive twakulabeba every month byabakulaisa tuleba shitana monitor twasende emiropa twasenda nokubapima fe kwa kwena figa kubapima fe mbiri wonso kumona ko kiti bali bwino takotepo yambya amalwere ayengalengo okuti akashishikala kambukira omwana kuli bali abali negative nawo bento kulapima every 3 months kumaking sure ati during that period tabakweta akashishi nanga tabashitira siro convert pakuti bambukishenshi omwana wabo then ndafuti omwana afyalwa kumaking sure that ina mwana afyalwa now twampero mutu wa kushita prevent to that prophylaxis for prevention nawe ARVs tulapero mwana yaina afyalo twapera panshita nayo ishita depend efyo banyina viral load yabo iti ngachako twala virus suppress twapera fyakashitaka nono ngachako bashita baba virus suppress tulashita ko extend period back to mwana tambwira akashishi na omwana futu wakonkanya pono kula abstention kula mupima ilali ne fyafyalwa mamune mlebo atabalafu matola mupima mwana yatwapima tofa tuishibe pantu kula bani mwasampima after 6 weeks masanga mwambo kula tushikashubishe ambwire tidafyerwe nango ambula pali dafyerwe mfuta mkonka so ene fyafyalo talambo konka kuli banyina tulapima so chamaiza usinga yasanga afuma post tukeshiba tu mwana ambwire nishali mufumo ngatwasanga tali negative twashibata umwana yachiri bwino fuch after 6 weeks again mtufeto ampima fuch after 6 months just like that 9 months 1 year 1 year 6 up to 2 years so yomwana ngapusho ukonka pa 2 years twamupima making sure that aile kokonka twamupima ngatwamupima yadi negative ile ya palast otwanda nomba twashwa nomba status umwana kuli bana tayambwire ngachako chambwira munshira kwamba kwa mwambo omuti so efo program yaba so talelesha pali ninawe ilewesha pali ba partner ilewesha pa mwana na onga afyalwa after 2 years no program tuyo tulanda chinombe ya PMTCT twashita close mkwai kumwana especially
mkwai bakumfa wesu ni mbelo mwaisila fya mndabasa mkwai tulelanda pali prevention elimination of mother to child transmission iyo mbwipfya bale itata PMTC bushe bukankala nshibwa prep muli PMT ibomba shan prep muli PMTC.
Let me just take that one as the nursing officer was just explaining. So what happens is that we can have different mothers coming actually at our health institutions. There are those, they are pregnant, they are already on treatment. And depending how the viral load is in their lives, if it is suppressed, so these we are sure that they cannot transmit the virus to the child who is unborn. But there are also those who are negative. So they are negative are very important to us because they are the people actually are giving us maybe a lot of issues. But on the way they convert, maybe us know. So these are the people. That's why we always test them every after 3 months so that we know if they are still negative. So our aim actually and all our desire is they remain negative throughout until they deliver. However, we have found that actually during maybe pregnancy, others such as are converting, they are becoming HIV positive. So those are very important to us, so that they are commenced on treatment, so that they cannot transmit this the virus to the child. When a child is born, the nurse was explaining, is also given ARVs, so that we prevent this child. And we will keep actually testing this child at birth to 6 weeks, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 6. All that we are trying to see that this child as you know what is HIV negative. That is our purpose. Our product at the end of it, we want to this child who has what you know HIV is negative. Then another thing that we are looking at are also partners. Partners are very important. I know as men we have a problem. So we think that maybe going to the clinic is also for our women. So I think we need to support our women, especially that when they are pregnant, we need to go as a couple, so that we know actually our HIV status also as husbands or as partners, so that when we know if we are negative and our partner our wives our partner is negative, well and good, then we are able to maintain that negativity up to the end until the child is born. However, should somebody maybe between us is HIV positive, maybe our mother is pregnant is positive and the man is negative, so it means that this man she needs also to be protected. So we need also this man to be put on the PrEP. These are just 2 ARV that this man is going to be taking until we are sure that actually the other partner is very suppressed. For we know that there is U is equal to U, meaning undetectable viral load is equal to untransmissible. So all what we are looking at, we want also to just to take them just as a family, so that we control this HIV in the family. Then as also the matter was talking about, we look at also monitoring. We know that as people are taking drugs, we just take it for granted that no, all is well. So we need to also test, we test maybe how is the liver, how is the kidneys are working, and also look how is also the load, how is it improving? Because I've seen some people that are taking drugs, but they are not actually suppressed. So that becomes also very important to us, why this person may be suppressed. So it's very important. So why are we giving PrEP? We know that the PrEP is very important. Sometimes we can have a mother who is HIV negative, and the partner is HIV positive. So we want to prevent this mother who is HIV negative, so that they remain negative. We know that the PrEP is able actually to protect over 90% HIV transmission. So I want to protect this mother so that they don't actually get it, but then we'll give them PrEP. And we are not going to stop from there. We are going to continue actually testing after 3 months. So to know that actually they are not actually converting. Should they convert during actually this time, then we'll commence them just on just full treatment of ART, while their partner is also on ART. It's also important also to if should a man be positive, we'll drag them actually to adhere to treatment. Adherence to treatment is very important, even in PMTCT. As people are given these drugs, want them to adhere to treatment, because we don't want to give a chance for this this virus to become resistant to the treatment. So even the partners, should a man be HIV positive, their wife or their wife who is pregnant is negative, we are also appealing to men that they should adhere to treatment. So that is the point that we are seeing sometimes. This ARV, they work. At some point, people when they feel better, they feel that they don't need to maybe to continue. So
all right, thank you so much for that, Mr. Sidiele. Mkwaiwa kumfawe su to the party prevention elimination of mother to child transmission. Iyo ili pansaka ya bumi lelo yote landapo. Hii program ya pansaka ya bumi iletwa na ba population media center together with the Ministry of Health Zambia Mkwai. And moving on with our program, bushe ma challenges Shaba faced Nama Health authorities in implementing PMTC.
Okay. Chachine, nga mwamfati kuli programu ili yonse afela mfunipanga ndakwali bakwali ama challenges ndangwa mafia ini so church in PMTCT ni program but also tulakwata ama challenges na ama challenges number 1 challenge it's partner involvement. I think this one has a very big program impact on our PMTCT program. So I'm a partners because what we have seen with partners, as long as abakashina besana bashita test mwasanga tiba negative mukasanga na wao mewambo kula sekerera atikadifya negative na negative no. So ngafira bachira londolola mufuire mwaisa bonse, especially for the first time when they are coming for booking, very critical. Epo tubakuwe kusambisha efintu ifya pusana. So tulefwane tulelanda padi pressure issue ya HIV na PMTCT baishe na partners. So this is one of the biggest challenges. We have a very poor partner involvement. Number 2, because of this one, twasanga okuti balamayo twapima balabambala kano kuno omuti. Why? Because abantu mayota beshibe nga bala omulama ARVs bala aboma. We have seen abantu bala aboma. Number 2, limbala umfofo tubebele bati mukufisa bakasuka wandi abantu bakayasanganishe. So mukufisa mukasanga tibafilo okuti bale no panchita. So that comes now to adherence issues. So it's like one problem building on another. No partner involvement. Find that treatment also to ukunomu tukamba kubashupa, it results to poor adherence. So now that also will result in this woman maybe transmitting the virus to the baby. So mkasanga tumu analefisha alafu na kwa takala kashishi because tabale konka nokudingo fufa filo kunomuti. Mshimi mkasanga chino kustafe test tumu anaila ni issue. Ila wasana ni issue ikalamba sana because wale tachano bala ishiba. Mukupelo mwana mayara vizida fyala bala senda bala afisa. So which means umwana bala flock mpela because mwana ora fat fret one pay maybe ruchone chungulu. So ulimbiulu chonga na bakunchi to bala mpele chungulu ya bame babula ba flock mpelo mwana. So mkasanga tumwana mu process umlash tenshi ambugira. So it's from one problem to another building on na program yakano kuchinga bombe kabuno mkwai. Okay. Maybe Mr. Choke.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Challenges will always be there. Wherever there's a program, there's a challenge. So as I said, one problem that we have is male involvement. Men, we think a child, whether unborn or born, should be taken care of by the woman. So that's the point that we have. Men, we are not really supporting our women. So that's a big challenge, and I'm appealing to other men. I'm also a man. So I'm appealing to my fellow men that let's escort our pregnant mothers to the hospital so that we'll be taken care of, both of us. So that's the challenge that we have. And then the other one is the disclosure. So sometimes people maybe sometimes people they have just come together, they don't know each other, and all those, maybe a woman tests HIV positive, the man doesn't know the HIV status. So for them to disclose becomes very difficult. How is he going to take it if I discover that I'm HIV positive? So maybe the support will stop just there and then, or maybe marriage will end there and then. So that's I'm appealing to men that this thing, I think we need to support our women. When the problem comes, we should work together and move forward. Then the other thing is missing appointments. So sometimes you know that people are supposed to report to the facility. They don't come. Just that they just stay at home. But this is the mother who's pregnant, who is at risk, because pregnancy itself is a risk. So
and as a ministry, what are you doing about people missing appointments? So what are you doing about that?
We have developed a system where we follow them. We are calling, we are using phones, and then sometimes we're also tracking them so that we know this is the mother who is at risk. And we're also using the mother support groups actually to follow them so that we should take care of them. And at the time they miss doses. People don't just take drugs at the right time. So this is another chance that we are having. So sometimes when they say that, let me see the drugs that I've taken, so that the drugs are supposed to have finished, but they still have a lot. But then it means that this person has been missing doses. So those are issues that we face as missing.
I think the other big challenge, they give us wrong addresses and wrong phone numbers. So tulalomba ko bani chama mwatupela namba ile bomba. Matupela na ngachatu mwakuka mwavwela mwasatu wachini nkuka ninja somewhere chila tuafuirishako. Then the other thing matupela connection olo ba mishiba bwino because amashina tuishiba twasa to be very. Okay. You have seen.
Yes.
Then you kunganda bakuishibati ni bana nani. So when you go to ask tofa ko ba be very ata top na ba kokuno. So it's better mwato acha connection than ne be very but tukamwaisa mkumfwa mkanda tibana chite cha tuafuirishako.
Okay. All right, our dear listeners, in case you're just joining me, this is Insaka Yabumi, a program brought to you by Population Media Center together with the Ministry of Health. Yes, I did mention earlier on that we are also streaming live on iWeb Radio 90.1. You can also follow the conversation there as we are discussing prevention, elimination of mother-to-child transmission. And of course, bringing it down to our district. What is the picture in our district in regards to PMTC? My district me Swedishani.
Okay, like in Ngalanda Kuchingola, picture for Ide Monica actually, before Ide Monica na national level. Because the problem that we have are almost cross-cutting. Nangu yaba fempanga yonse. So mkasanga kuchuku balamayo kusa continental baleisa, noko bashita test bonse tulabashita test. So if we say we have 100 mothers, for example, tukasanga tuwansi wana mayo oba 100, na tubashita test, na test nama status bonse na tubeshiba. So in terms of testing, we are very good. Okunuamuti, they are very good in terms of winning viral load suppression. We are doing very, very well. But kwa baba lebambi balia, wako bativena, ngabaya mbo mutinga fine twachila londolola, limbu kwisa walesa continental yonse. Tababulwa balesa, but ko banuino omuti, mulanwa endanwa. But mwasasanga we mwasenda blood for viral load mwasanga na enina. So we have those challenges, and I also am challenges one based on disclosure, especially face a new relationship. To a new partner, positive. So in terms of taking, so every day kavulendo nomba keni tubashita adhere to treatment. So that is a very big challenge. Adherence. We are still struggling.
Stigma as well.
Yes. Then the other big challenge that we have in this program of PMTC is testing the children, especially after 6 months. Pantu mukasanga tababwela. Then address achibad tababa. Phone number taide yafuru.
Outside coverage.
So when you try to follow up, like what we are doing right now, we have our community volunteers that we are working with, very, very helpful, whom we are calling maybe mentor mothers. These are very, very critical. They are helping us from day one. When we maybe kuchipimo mukulembeshe fumo to abashitako attach, so that bashita create that good relationship. By shibana, ngabashita create idia ichibuse suma mukasanga chibana mayaba nangubale kukabasa bateperesheko. Or na ya transfer and balabala achila babuno because ngaba transfer leste bale fuma mchingo bale akukitu mukalaika la kuisa yonka laika la kubucho so mukala pa buch clinic ilafika ka buch we are also able to follow busheba na chite bali fika awe for to ayenda nabo from the time to adina buni ABCD viral load yawe ya befi so chile to afuisha konacho. So there are so many things that we are also doing in making sure that PMTCT have any success mkwainangu twa yapantanshi na PMTCT program, but definitely so far so good, but there are these pockets, especially testing yabana kulisana challenge kalamba mkwai.
And what are your key messages to women with regards to PMTC? My messages mkwatilebana mayu in regards to PMTC.
Okay, thank you very much. Our key messages, we want to say that every woman has, whenever they are pregnant, pregnancy itself is a risk. So they need to come as early as much as possible So actually we need by 14 weeks of pregnancy want them to come. So then you are saying that when you are found with a virus, that is not the end of the journey. We are there to help you, but to give you drugs. The drugs, we don't sell drugs. They are free of charge. We are there for you, and you should not fear actually our facilities. Facilities are there to help you, and we'll drag you to come with couples. If you are a couple, please come. And everybody has a package. You have a package for everybody at our centers. You find our nurses are friendly. They'll be able to welcome you. So there's nothing that you should even fear. Everything will be treated in confidence. And we do not disclose actually the status of anybody who comes at the facility. You'll be there, and whatever you need to know, you can still ask. We are there. We are open to hear from you, and we our services are friendly. So you are welcome, and I'm just also appealing also not only to the women, to the males also. I would like to take a part by escorting our partners to the facilities, so that we both know our status. Men, we have veterinarians. Maybe when my wife is negative, I just want, even when I'm negative. There's nothing like that. So it's per individual. So let's test even as men. I think that's a message I have. And once you are on the treatment, I would like you to adhere to what they are telling you, appointments. Let's try to avoid missing appointments, because every stage is important. When we call you to come, it's very important, very critical.
All right, our dear listeners, tulipansa kayabumi yo program iletwa na Population Media Center together with the Ministry of Health Zambia. Na imwenga na mkwata mepushonga palepo mshadile kumlefu kuipusha mkwai. Our phone line is open for your calls, 0965-787210. Enamba mletu minapoka vili enamba mlele mbela ponama message 0965-787210. Yo ine namba omletu minapo kabidi namba mlele mbela pona ma messages mkwainga na mwana toke ine hapa so na shadila ba mlefwa mwigate wino information kudumwa kwa talk to mapali 0965-787210 namba mletu minapo mkwai no kulembela po ama message. What role do you call on men to play in order to have a successful PMTC program?
Okay.
As I said, it is my question. What should we do to support the program?
Yes.
We should be part of this program. It's not for a woman. So I think as men, we should take a leading role. So if anything, we should actually encouraging women to go together. We take them to the facility so that we test the two of us. We test, we know our status. People die and will die from what they don't know. What you don't know kills you. What you know cannot kill you. So let us, as men, we have a role. Actually, we are the head of the families. So whatever we say, the family follows. So imagine if us, we just distance ourselves. What will happen? So I would like the role that women, let's encourage our partners to go and test. We test it together. We should not just go and test. I will know my results when you test. No, we should go together as a couple so that we move together, get all the information together, and we support each other, regardless whatever of the outcome of the results. We need to support each other.
Mkwai, twatotela mkwai so ngefine mwamfwa bashitata tule milomba kushindika kwa bana mayo chikankala sana kabitulofa bashitata mwebene muchinchishe bana mayo yelefe mwamona mwebeshiba babini mwebo kuchumuka shiwandi no mwana apisha no mweshi mwilalo lela chiyoka no festifu munga lyamoneka awe yelefe mwaishi bachinamu fotofa yelefe mwaishi bachinamu imitatu ya mwaisa pakutwambo kwendela pamo. And one of the things therefore to chita kushita test for HIV so iseni bwangu yani fomwasho na mkwate fumo ngali muno no mweshima mona mwapisha iseni pakuchinga to Mr Test, it's one of the packages nangoma services oshita offer mwali wa PMTCT mwali okufunda pafyo na maya afuiro okulia iro akwate fumo mwali okulanda pafyo mufiro mwashita prepare pefumo ero line gwen kwabana emergency preparedness emergency nikesha ubwafya bwaisa ubwafya bule kuma danger signs ayo na maya nga kuponena no iro aline efumo so chikankasa afinga bo tulandapo kola ma danger signs yakwa chimlimi mukashona
Alright,
bokula
let's pick up some calls.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Okay.
Hello, yeah, it's Kokoliko FM. Good morning. Well, we seem to have lost that one, but call us back. 0965787210 is the number you can actually get to come through on. Hello, good morning.
Bukashani, madam.
Hello, good morning.
Mwashibukeni mkwai.
But Bukashan Mkwai.
Wabukashani bashabla mpaka pisha hapa.
Mkwai bashabram.
Na tena bokusanisha kwa madam na nipano wanatini.
Mkwai.
Kushe kulia baba nisoba kubati bali kwa tubu n'urure mureranda ko. Kire mfiga.
Mkwai.
Kushe tali sunishiwa atafa ba industry ukali kwenda na ipushe. Tali sunishiwa kumana sirafino without kubonse kondo mukatikanga ndakataka mreikana. Na mushani wala ndesuka kwako ero futi koje limbia namba 2 kusha pali aba bali kupani una bararo kisha kufia na ngeni kufia family planning na muni ba department hii
bararo lekisha komkwai
na chira ipisha ko zini na kwata ko ina bena mwandi bali da studio nyere papite kwa nangwati 8 years apaso so mufuo ko bati kwa tena unju mwana hapo wafunisha nyere tayari shughuli yake wewe mama mzaji unataka vipi ndio unapenda pogana just
okay
Mkwai
twala aska mkwai
Alright, 0965787210 namba mletu minapo kabili namba mlele mbela poma message 0965787210 namba mletu minapo mafoni ngana mkwata map show ngana mkwata ifya kulundapo namba mle kwa talk to minapo. And this one says, good morning panel, I'm Dennis from Mwaiseni. I want to know what are the symptoms of HIV and AIDS, and how can you know that I'm feeling? Maybe it can be HIV. All right, thank you so much. But Dennis, wala kwa tokumiaska mkwai 0965787210 namba mle kwa tokutumina pokabili namba mlele mbela ponama messages mkwai. Our phone line is open for your calls 0965787210 namba mle tumina pokabili namba mle kwa tokulemba message. Maybe you can get to answer bash Abraham ku
okay kapisha
mkwai
bash Abraham auto atota zampa mepshenu ilipsha namba wani mleanda tibushem chali suminishiwa kuli na mayo maybe uli nefumo na kutana kashishika HIV kubomfia kondom waini kumano kwa bula kondom na la miaska question palichi munshira shibiri. Number 1 ilo ukubomfia kondom ilo kuli uyu muntu uli nefumo chali suminishiwa mkwai. Number 1 for cha suminishiwa especially tamwishiwe status ya muntu yo partner wenu mufile mwabo mfya kondom nangu na mwishiwa bena mwenu leo na mwishiwa tuna kwata HIV nangu wose na mkwata HIV lelo viral load yenu ichilita ilaba omusanga mtsungu twandati tailaba suppress tailaba la panshi ma virus ezachina yafula teko ati au kaitwa alikuwa taka la kashishi tapele futuresta no te chiwame because ama chances zako ati umwana ulio mala especially bena mununga na bakwatefu mutuba amwambukira kuli bana mayo abali nefumo kuli bana mayo bashidi nefumo mule ambukisha because da HIV apabili kwa HIV 1 na HIV 2 so mule chinjanya mukasangati ma viruses yentale bwelela panshi no bumi bwento bwakula babuino so chikankala weza bali nefumo na mtawi nefumo viral denu nga tairi bwino chama mlebo mfya kwa emipira pantu mupira otamule yambukisha afyo kashishika HIV ke kafuti mule yafurishako no kana ambukishako yambi amalwele yalwambo apa lo tusere utuswende nefya shala mkwai.
All right, 09657872. Yes.
About something.
On family planning.
Family planning.
So pali issue ya family planning ba shabram mfimwana chibali pokele ko nyele tibasa afumisha shishibenga ali hapa kuboko nanga yali ya mukati muchisamkwai so for ningalanda 8 years tulatemu abena mwenu baisanga mukapisha mwaisa bonse twaisa yapa tumwabaila mlango mwenu palwano kapisha mpepi nangulanga ni kings mpepi nangu nkabundi mpepi mwaya kulia muka kuchiputulo nangu mwafika first state mulefu aba in charge muka balondole problem tuba esho kutuingamya furisha mkwai pantu apofo ndefo kuipushe fa ukanda fiance direct cha shupa ko pantu finga fa tufelo kuipusha back to so for your last question mkwai chama mwaisa kuchipatala mkwai.
Okay, let me also answer somebody who asked about the symptoms of
HIV.
Thank you very much, my brother, for asking the symptoms of HIV. I will answer according to stages. The first stage of HIV symptoms is asymptomatic. So what we mean by symptomatic, you might not feel anything, but you might just feel like you flu-like symptoms. That is in the first stage of HIV, when you just get the virus. And actually, that's when the virus actually is very high actually, because the body has not yet known that this virus is inside. So it will be moving and you have actually high viral load. Then the second stage is it's more of skin. You've confirmed where you have skin rashes, the herpes zoster, the rashes which are very itchy. So those are in stage 2. So meaning if nothing is done in stage 1, then you progress to stage 2. So now you start having the nails also fungal in the nails, then that is stage 2. You graduate, if nothing is done, then you go to stage 3. Stage 3, you start having now the pneumonias, you start having the TBs, you start to have oral thrush, you start losing weight actually maybe more than 10%. So those then you start having also the fevers, also peasant fevers. You also start having also the diarrheas also come in stage 3. So then if nothing is done again in stage 3, you go to stage 4, what we call wasting syndrome. So I mean that you have wasted a lot of weight, and then you start even dropping even the cancer, the caposarcomas. Then actually the oral thrush goes to esophageal candidiasis, which goes throughout the elementary canal. Then the diarrheas continue. Then mean that it's what you are wasted become wasted actually. That is then stage 4. So those are the symptoms that you find in HIV.
All right, 0965787210 enamba mletu mnapoba kumforest ngana mkwata map show pa for bachila landa mkwai 0965787210. Hello, yeah, through to Kokoliko FM. Good morning. At mkwai banan. Mkwai basha Abraham.
Alikwata ubulori bwakashishi nzene bali mupima basanga ko bati nantani bro ura blood baramutsebanza ngatanu omuti iringiri ne problem mbona kwati nswa kwa ukuyishimira abana mahe mama washimikira umuntu obyo ina abatona so so demo wala panga ka budget kako bati namukupoko omuti nangu waimabe bali ko wili wala wakola pata ka ganai magidimbi ule mukupoko muti wala tonto wala ja so tunashimikire bampanda jo alikuwa teka tona so ndibara barazekere baratona cho so bamukupoka so sometimes yaba ni nani kede yaba ni secret feo weka kama ngatakuwa tiwarashimika ete kwa nango wachikwata manje kwa tula mpendo mu tawa kwa mkwenso.
All right. All right, thank you so much Bashabram Tototira. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Bueno ba bukashan mkwai. Mkwai nga wakati sheko kulanisha mkwai. Atibana nani mkwai? Bana fe mkwai. Kadi prepo mkwai. Mkwai bana fe balanchi babweke shepo question yabo mkwai. Kadi prep mkwai. Iyanyereti.
Okay.
Okay, bala kwato kubasika mkwai. Bala kwato kubasika mkwai. Alright, thank you so much, Banafeto Atotela Mkwai. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Alright, 0965787210 namba mletu minapoka bidi namba mlele mbela punama message mkwai 0965787210 is the number you're actually calling or texting ngana mkwata mepshunga na mkwati fya kulunda po mkwai. Hello, ya Thuis Kokolika FM, good morning. Mkwai, atiwana ni mashan pisa wale tumina. Mkwai, nga wasele kwa pali network, atiwana ni?
Bamuchereka bale tumina kundola
mkwai bamuchereka
mkwai kwena ndefu okusuminishanya nabo bali kupaneo ukoyeba tufo bashitata tufo twabere shoko twala ba namayo besuku kuma clinic tule bakonka ndebukisha kuno kundola na alaba fi omwaka kwaliko clinic mokukabushi chale chitika cha bati bale pera 2 meters ya chitenge no 2 meters so ya project yali wino sana lando akwebati abantu bali abantu kwali kwakakonkerero nomba ninkwata kwa amepusho yabiri
mkwai
ila bachiranda bashabra mwakukapisho kwebati ushauti kwabo kukumana in case kapo yali lwala nomba pa news nali mfuro kutira 90% nabafika pa suppression level palia ushepada nishitiwa kuma nokwa bude mipira ero number 2 pa clinic imo kunonjekalira kutwapya lubali na limweneko na lepita pa clinic filia na twalo omwana nomba na pitire kusadi kuma kuna machikesha maternity na muna nasi na ikala na jaya amenshi ulia uwa kuti afuma mkupimisha efumo bampero tuma tablet fancy da anwa palapene nishalola mkutira kilambu wale bapera kalati kanone nekunganda tabale nwabana mayo na atasha mkwai.
Alright, thank you so much for coming through with that as well. 0965787210 namba mletu mina poka vili namba mlele mbela pona ma messages mkwai 0965787210 gets you through for text messages as well as your calls ngana mkwata mepshonga na mkwata fya kulunda po mkwai namba mletu mina poni 0965787210. Maybe you can get to answer
some.
Yes.
Okay. First nalaba kila kopano mapali liredi ashiba basuri bachila tatabire tupali ma signs and symptoms.
Okay.
Ngamwalole sha mulole kishitala ma signs and symptoms bacha meba HIV or AIDS ta tetulande ati ni HIV. So ama signs and symptoms tu yasanga malwele yambi ukupala na fe chimo chine kwa chimuntu kweta kashishika HIV bachite HIV. So ichikankala tufrefe tuwashitenshi tuapimisha. Excuse me.
All right, let's pick up this caller. Hello? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Your names and where you calling us from?
This is Mr. Shepard calling from Ndora.
Yes, Mr. Shepard, sir. Mkwai, Mr. Shepard.
Tatotela, Mkwai. Inena chafo kulanda kadi ikima. Turamona bamu abantu bakubati atatanga bali mukankamba epanganda bantu ekala mubafuisha cyane abantu bamutangoye because I had one of my late sister. She had the same problem yakubati asanga umuntu kapu bali mubikira because of the same HIV bali mubikira kapu yo tuti brashi filere kala ko kucha pa shamta namba nale mnokwati mbitale mushupa matontonkani umuko ambo ko ndiro kana kula no ladi yabu. How do you help such people to get out of their family? Because the kapu mafwa nga family yakwe emeyafa shana ngutya shana na family yakwe to understand. Second and last question. Yapali imipokele yamu ngecha chanda ba previous kwa asa kwa muntu bala filo health the nearest clinic because of the same kukankambwa. how can you help the community so that they understand? Because para the trust that muti na wena nomba ushamala busy na that muntu wanwe. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Shepherd. 0965787010 is the number you are calling as well as texting. 0965787010. Miss Mr. Silly, you can pick that up.
Let me just try answer some of the calls. One tribe Shati, do we have injectable PrEP? Yes, we have injectable PrEP in selected facilities. It's more like a pilot project. So, and then thereafter it will be spread to other facilities. And out that, yes, not quite injectable PrEP, but Chingola, that we pali our pilot project, but we are kitwe, now quite injectable PrEP, which is cabotegravir. So, every after 2 months. Then the whole again after 2 months, then we will some quite. It is a pilot project, so kitu na kumbe Mzambia centers yambi eko ili mkwani. Then kwa wachimita geni autajala saprese uchi bakumano kwa kuonfia umupira. Kwa inga wali pamuti for some time. Eyo tuwa the virus is suppressed. What you are saying that when we measure, actually, when we take the blood, we go and measure the copies of the virus in this individual. If they are beyond what we call undetectable, we can't detect the virus, both of them, then these people can still meet without using a condom. So that's what which we call U is equal to, meaning if we can detect the virus, it means the chance of this person transmit to another person is almost zero. Then somebody's talking about the first bit taking those. Why don't they just not take at home? You know that Zambia is endemic with malaria, so we need actually to give people this faster, so we are sure that they have taken, because you know that malaria can disturb the outcome of the pregnancy. So you can have abortions, you can have maybe prematurity because of malaria. So we just want to make sure as staff to ensure that for us to fight this malaria, we need to show that our women they take this drug at the facility. So sometimes know that women maybe they might even forget to take about it. No, she do it and she learn when. No. So, but at the same time, you do not want to make showing your family symptoms. This is first that we give, so that if there are any malaria which is lying in this person, it is able to clear the malaria. This person, if this is pregnant woman, we find this pregnant woman, and we don't want malaria to cause any abortion, to cause any prematurity, to cause actually anemia, which is a big problem in pregnant women. If they have anemia, it means that during delivery, it will cause a problem because they also lose blood. So if malaria also has contributed, these are the complications we are finding in hospitals. We don't want to have this complication. We don't want any mother to die while giving birth. So we take all precautions that these mothers are cared for. Then there's somebody talked about stigma, how to help. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we still have some people actually stigmatizing those who are HIV positive. But what we know that is either affected or infected. So it's a pity that we still have people, but however, as we come on radios, we are still saying that these people are still stigmatizing these people. They are also people like any other person. If these people, and they can also wait what others can do when they're on treatment, when we control the virus, when the virus is suppressed. So we continue actually sensitize them in the clinics, and we also go in the community to sensitize the people that is important that we support these people. Other people are them because don't support these people infected. Yesterday I was just at Impala, I was just hearing there's one person who is stigmatized at home, giving you backups. You can't get a virus by using the same car. You can't get a virus by eating with somebody who is HIV positive. I think people, they just lack information. So, that's why we're here on radio. People, if there are any other people who are still stigmatizing these people, I think we need to stop, because you know that you can't get a virus through using a cup. You can't get a virus through eating with this person. We can't get a virus by sleeping with this person. That is, if you're not having a sexual relationship without using a condom. So, we are trying to say that stigma still have a problem, and we are helping. Some people don't even take drugs, especially the young ones, the adolescents. They have a problem, especially when they have peers. If one person is HIV positive, so they don't want to mix with other people. So, but we are performing also supporting groups, so that these supporting groups will be able to help these people who are being stigmatized. We have so many NGOs who have come on board to support that this stigma is reduced. And we're having also friendly corners. We're also having this other support where these women who are HIV positive, they can meet, they share experiences, and they support each other. We have also the NZ+. So many people have come on board so that reduces stigma. HIV, like any other disease, just like diabetes, just like any other disease, like hypertension. So we shouldn't stigmatize these people who are HIV positive. Tomorrow, maybe we ourselves will be stigmatizing these people. We don't even know HIV status. We don't even know. So we try to actually to reduce the stigma by sensitizing the community. This is what we are doing, even already. That's what we are doing today. Thank you.
All right, so maybe we just answer our last message and we can get to wrap up the show. And what kind of symptoms can you tell that you are HIV positive? There is no name there, but that is our last message.
Okay, thank you very much. I think time is not with us, but however, I answered this question before.
Just by testing.
So you can just do by testing. You need to test. The starting point of prevention is testing. Symptoms, whether people can't tell by looking. Some people are even fit. But that's at the end of it, maybe the HIV positive. As I said, the first stage is asymptomatic when you just get the virus. You might not experience maybe symptoms as per se, but you might have maybe a few lymph nodes, maybe in the armpits and the groins, and sometimes might have like sneezing and all those, and just mild fevers. Then it goes. Then the stage 2 is where it is more confined to the skin. You start having rashes, very itchy rashes. The other one is popping out, the other one is healing. Then the other one have also fingernails, fungal fingernails. Then you have also the herpes zoster coming, as it were. Then thereafter again you go stage 3, where you have now the chronic fever, you persistent fever, you have also diarrheas, resistant more than 2 weeks, it continues. Then you have also pneumonias, you have the TBs, and also oral thrush, that is the white thing that's in the mouth. So thereafter, then you also graduate and go to wasting syndrome, where you have now wasted a lot of weight, and you are having now the cancers, they come into place. You have also cytomegaly, the eyes are affected, all that, the kaposacomas, they start popping at stage 4. So those are signs that you find in TB, but in HIV. So, but this time, because people are coming to our treatment early enough, we tend not to be seeing these cancers as we used to see them. So I know that you just the best way is come and test. You need to know your HIV status.
All right, thank you so much. All right, our dear listeners, this is where we have come to the end of our program, Insaka Yabumi, a program brought to you by Population Media Center together with Ministry of Health Zambia. I was with Mr. Siluyele Chaila, the Senior Chingola Clinical Care Officer. Thank you so much, sir, for coming.
Thank you.
And Mrs. Annie Nambela, the nursing officer in charge, MCH. Thank you so much, and it's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much.
All right, on behalf of the entire Kokoliko FM team, this has been Beverly Busangasubeti. Enjoy the rest of our programming. It's a very good morning.
Thank you, dear.